Good evening or good afternoon, cyber friends. It's Mitty Man coming back at you from Walker's Musical. Yet another word for the day. Monday morning edition, Monday afternoon edition, I should say. It's after lunchtime, so Mitty Man apologize for being a little late this morning, but as my song says, better late than never. I want to give a shout out to the YouTube fam, everybody. You know who you are. And YouTube, and also the End Time Harvest Game, Blog Talk family. Wanted to say this morning, we got to be careful. Got to be careful, though, as we walk on this here Christian journey. It's not always easy, but nevertheless, if we keep on staying, stay in the race until we get to the finishing line, we'll see God's face. I want to say, people, that a lot of people have been deceived over the years, and I can remember my great-grandma. She used to teach me and tell me things about the church and how they used to do things in the church. And I know people might get tired of people talking about the church and everything, but that if whatever your life is, that's what you're going to talk about. And my life is mostly based and built around the church, and I always have been for as long as I can remember. From the early existence of my life up until this present time, I've been involved in church and church-related business as well. I wasn't always the minister of music, but I've always been employed into the church in some way, form, or fashion. So therefore, that's what Mitty Man can relate to people when they talk about the church. And we are the church, the blood-bought church of Jesus Christ. That's the main thing. You better make certain that you've been born again. Everybody cannot say that, but I hope that one day everybody can say that I am redeemed. My great-grandma used to tell me when I was growing up, she said how the people used to do preachers, the pastors of the churches and everything, when they used to come around. And they would invite them over on Sunday afternoon to Sunday dinner, and they would go from house to house doing it. And that on that particular Sunday, they would be to prepare the best of the best. Everything. And for the cause, the preacher will come over, and everybody put their best behavior. I don't have anything against that, people, not at all. I feel that you cannot do too much for the man and woman of God. And you hear me, I said man and woman of God, because it's not the old-fashioned days when men thought that they were the only one that could be in the pulpit. That's not so. I don't believe that, not for one step. But nevertheless, I'm not here to talk about that right now. But I'm here to speak about how a lot of the pulpit have gotten to the place to where they think that no matter what they do, everything they do is right. They are never wrong. And I'm here to enlighten some of you. And I'm not saying that, I do say some of you, because everybody don't feel the same way and everybody don't think the same way. But let me tell you something. I don't care who you are. You can be wrong too. We all can be wrong. Preacher can get wrong. Evangelist can get wrong. Sunday school teacher can get wrong. Bible study teacher can get wrong. I can get wrong. You can get wrong. Everybody can get wrong at times. But the point of the matter is to recognize and realizing that you are wrong, repenting and getting it right. But we got some that think that just because of the fact that they are in leadership position, that they can do whatever they please and everything is all right. But I'm here to tell you, not so. Not so. In other words, that's a lie and the truth ain't in it. You got a responsibility to your flock. You are a leader. You should show the example. And I don't care who you are. You can be T.D. Jake, Benny Hinn, whoever you want. You must set the example. If people see you cutting the fool and acting any kind of way, you showing a bad example as a leader. So what Mitty Man just saying here tonight, this morning, and I'm just letting everybody know, people, we need to take these people off of these pedestals that we have placed these certain people in the church, whether they leaders, the pastors, or whatever. You know, it's not only relegated to pastors and teachers and Sunday school teachers. It's relegated to anyone that has any sort of clout into the church, and we want to put those people up for whatever reason we might be, and put them in a special category, and they can do or say what they please, and everything is all right. Not so. Not with Mitty Man. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm just going to say it as Jesus said. Jesus was hard on those Sadducees and those Pharisees. He said he called them vipers. We got some vipers in the church even today. Everybody's in the pulpit, people, not a pastor. Oh, they might be preaching, but everybody's in the pulpit, not a pastor. We got a bunch of false leaders out here. They're leading, they're doing stuff for filthy lucre. They're doing it for the praise of the people and money. And whoever they can get the most out of, that's the way they go. So, if you're that type, and I don't care who you are, man, do not make an apology for you. But God's going to deal with you. God's going to deal with anyone that take advantage of his sheep. And if you don't believe that, read the book of Jeremiah. He talked about them pastors very, very. And when I say pastor, that means male and female. It goes both ways. When we are in leadership position, people, whether it be ministers of music, pastors, Sunday school teachers, Bible study teachers, or whatever, we have a responsibility to the people that we teach to live the life that we teach. That's right. You must live the life that you preach, and you must do it what you confess. Because if you don't, your testimony is worth nothing. How can I tell you to stop drinking? I got to have a pint in my pocket. No. And if I'm treating people in any kind of way and treating God's flock and treating his people in any kind of way, what kind of shepherd am I? Jesus said, I am the good shepherd and I lay my life down for the sheep. My sheep, I know their voice, and one, I've not lost one. People, beware. That's all me the man gonna tell you. Those of you minister of music, I'm talking to y'all especially because I am one. Be very, very careful. Not become puffed up, headed, but you don't supposed to be nobody's floor mat either. Everybody need to work together. And once we learn to work together, then God's house is going to be straight. And we're going to bring a lot of people into the fold. And we're going to be a great weapon and a great instrument of end-time harvest. But until these here ministers of music and preachers and pastors and teachers and leaders can get together and get rid of all this jealousy, God did not call all of us to do the same thing. But he needs all of us. And we can come collectively and bring our talents to the table and our gifts, and we put them all to work together. We can be a great, great asset toward God in this end time harvest. But as long as we got these young people that think it's all about them, it ain't all about me, the man. I realize that. The only thing I want to do is, as a minister of music, I just want a pastor to tell me what do he want. What do he or she expect from me? Tell me what they expect and then get out of my way. That's all I need, because I don't need you to teach me no music. And but if we can all work together and therefore make suggestions, because like I say, the pastor is the head of the church on the Christ. The pastor is the under shepherd. He touches on everything, but you got to be humble too. You just can't tell folk what you say gonna go, because that's not gonna work with me, man. Never, point blank, because I got a head too. If I got to listen to everything you said, then God gave me a head for nothing. But we all can get together. And I'm not going to be right on everything, and neither are you going to be right on everything. None of us. But we all can come together. The main thing is focus on this kingdom building. Let's do what is best for the flock. And let's do what's best to get people into the flock and the fold of Jesus Christ. That's what it's all about. Other than that, it ain't about nothing. So I'm telling you, whatever you get into, watch out for these false preachers and teachers up in the pulpit. And everywhere else, better beware of false leaders. That's all I'm saying. So whatever you get into, if God is not in it, better come out of it. This is me, the man, saying peace, goodbye.